Hello and welcome to another video with me, Crispy. This week we look at doing a quick new player guide to hopefully help newcomers to the game grasp the basics of Hell Let Loose. So if you are an experienced player, you might find this video a little boring. However, you may still learn something, so do stick around. In this video, we will cover working as a squad, moving together, utilising each squad member's role, as well as the basics in defending and map reading. We'll also cover appropriate and inappropriate comms as well. Now, before we get started, I can't take any credit for this guide, as the man behind this idea is the legend that is Jedi Batman. He came to myself and Frank and made a suggestion of basically us putting together a new player guide to help newcomers to the game, as over the past few months it's been clear to see that during these public matches, squads just clearly aren't communicating with each other, which is resulting in teams getting steamrolled in a matter of minutes. So, and believe me, it's no fun for anyone, even the team that wins. So if you haven't done so already, I highly recommend checking out Frank's video first, which will run you through the very basics of the game, such as what each specific role does, basic comms, and squad selection. I've put his link in my description below, so feel free to check that out first. If you have watched that, then hopefully you've now got a better understanding of the game basics, and we can start to look at the most important element of the game, which is defending. Yes, I know it's not the most glamorous of jobs, but trust me, defense wins games. I see it all too often where an attacking garrison gets placed and the entire team spawn on it, giving away its location, eventually getting overrun, and then subsequently losing their own point, all because nobody was back defending. So let's firstly start by working and moving together as a squad. As you can see from the map, this is a warfare mode, which involves both teams controlling 2 points and fighting over the neutral middle point. So just to paint a picture, we've just captured the central point and we're now looking to establish a setup so our attacking teams can then hopefully start to advance to the next point. We've got our 2 garrisons up around the point here, allowing quick spawns to keep the point under control. And Jedi, who is squad leader, has just placed a move marker out to the west flank to set up another attacking garrison so we can hit that angle on his attack mark and hopefully take the point.
The infi around that OP.
Yep.
And then we'll push together, boys.
I'll set the MG up here, and then I'll cover you boys.
Rog. Yep. I'll get binos out for a sec.
Oh yeah, we got him to southwest.
So as you can see, as we started to move there, Blake's got taken out. And as soon as I saw this, I called out the direction in which the attack came from, which was the southwest, and that immediately gave the squad a chance to react to where the attack was coming. So my job here as MG is not necessarily to be getting the kills or killing off the enemy. It's mainly to keep the suppression up and keep their heads pinned down. Suppression is such an important part of this game, and it's really, really effective. So as you can see, even help with Fiddy there firing a rocket over there just to keep the enemy pinned. It's allowing Frank and Jedi to push up and clear the trench. Too many times I see players running up with the MG with the squad, and they are absolutely useless in that scenario, just because the best position for an MG is behind the squad, laying down that suppressive fire. So try and avoid running up with your squad and, you know, just hip firing, because you're going to be far more accurate and be able to lay down more suppressive fire from a distance when you can mount on a wall, for example.
So me and Doodle are going to push to move. I want Frank and Blake pushing back to this defend mark, back H6 to secure those OPs. Crispy, you stay in point and just lay down some suppressive fire for whoever needs it.
Yeah, copy.
Probably those OPs at the back will need it. Frank squad.
We're getting shot. Southeast Blake, southeast this way.
So a slight change of tactics here, and this is where map reading comes into it. So Jedi was quick enough to see that behind us, our OPs are starting to go warm. So that means that the enemy is within 50 meters of those OPs and garrisons, and they'll start to go slightly, they'll just ping red. You'll still be able to deploy on them, but it indicates that the enemy is close. If they get within 15 meters of the garrison, it will go completely red, as Frankie likes to call it, ring stinger spicy, and it will completely prevent the team from spawning there. So it's really important to clear those out when you're starting to see red pings coming up around the garrisons, and it's a really good indication of where the enemy are coming. So Jedi has effectively split the team into two different fire teams. So he's got himself and Doodle, who's playing support, to move out to his move marker to place supplies so a garrison can go down. And he's asked Frank, Blakes, and Fiddy to move back to those OPs to try and clear those up, as well as myself to provide some suppressive fire. So when attacking or defending, a lot of players have a misconception that everybody has to be in the strong point, which is the black circle. Now, yes, that definitely helps because each member of the team that is in that circle counts as 3 players. So you're going to capture or defend a point much quicker if you're in there. But it's also about sector control as well. So the 4 squares around the point also count as that control point. So if nobody's in the strong point, effectively you can have a team all within the 4 squares and start capping the point. So it's really important to keep sector control up and place garrisons to the east, the west, the south, the north of the point as well, just so you've got good control over the entire point.
Fiddy, you push out with Frank as well, please.
Roger.
Our OP's going red. Me and Doodle will get those. Yeah, everyone go back to support that OP apart from me and Doodle, please.
Yeah, Roger. I'll set up on the wall here, boys, if you want to push Blakes.
Roger.
Nice, make sure you cover each other. Hold your angles and shit, boys.
I think they're behind this hedge here.
Drop those supplies, brother. Yep.
Yeah, nice work.
Supplies down.
We cleared up the OP.
Nice work. Yeah, great work. That's our
I'm gonna get upstairs in this building, see what I can see.
Roger that.
Yeah, they're in this trench. Crispy just behind you.
He's on
Yep,
the garrison.
yep,
He's on
yep.
the garrison, Doodle.
More heading across you, Frank and Blakes. On ping. I'll keep them pinned.
Yeah, there's a squad of 3 there.
Nice work, guys.
You get him?
Breaking out again, Blake.
Copy.
Yeah, there's something back here for sure, boys. There's a lot of them spawning across here.
Rog, me, Frank, and Blake will push that. Doodle and
Stay right
Fiddy
in.
head to my move mark. Crispy, stay where you are. Keep that suppression going.
Yep.
So a good example of some defending there. So as you can see, the squad are using clear and concise comms. They're not overcomplicating things, using compass directions to call out the enemy, as well as the use of pings. You can always check how much of control you've got of an area by checking the HUD display there with the chevrons. So obviously the more chevrons you've got on your side would indicate the more manpower you've got in the point and the more control you've got. So we were the only squad defending at this point. If we had abandoned the middle point, we would have let the enemy walk straight in, and as a result, if they'd taken that point, we would have lost all the surrounding garrisons within those 4 squares of the sector. So the offensive squads were then able to take the following point, which then meant as a defensive squad, the point we were defending essentially now becomes redundant and locked out, and we as a squad now have to move up to the point that's just been captured to then defend that and allow our offensive squads to push on to the final point.
Oh,
We're just going to get a garrison up at this house here, boys.
Oh, yeah.
That Gary's red again.
Fiddy and Blake, I want you boys pushing around to this move mark
What are you guys doing?
and reinforcing
Inside
Dog
trouble.
Squad's position, which is on my defend. Right, I'll just wait here till Doodle shows up. We'll get that garrison down. Frank, you can reinforce Blake and stuff on that move mark, bro. Out here.
Oh, I just fell off the boat and drowned. I'll make sure I edit that out.
It's a trap. A trap for a young player, that one.
God damn it.
And yes, drowning happens to the best of us, boys. So the point I'm trying to show there is that Jedi was essentially splitting up the team again into a separate fire team. So he's got himself and Doodlebug going to set up a garrison on his move marker. And then he's got the rest of the squad going to back up Dog Squad's OP, which is going a little bit spicy. So essentially what this is trying to achieve is that we're not bunching up all together. We are keeping that sector control and controlling the point around us, which is vital when you're one of the only squads that are defending.
Oh yeah, roger that.
There's infantry behind this hedge here. This trench in here. I'll just keep it pinned.
Opens up.
Roger, I'll mark it up in a sec. Ping again, please. How our P's going, Reed? I'm going to push back and secure it. He's taken out our outpost. I'll re-put it up.
Nice, Frank. Keep pushing, mate.
Roger. Still 3 chevrons, still 1. We're fine.
Alright, I want someone to swap out with Doodle when they get a chance. We're going to get another garrison up on my observe mark, F4. We're just going to create a ring around us of beacons, essentially.
Just another quick example there of how effective the MG can be when trying to clear a certain point. So obviously suppressing the enemy there, keeping their heads pinned while the rest of the squad move up and clear that sector out. And then of course you heard Jedi ask for somebody to swap out in support so that we're able to get supplies down quicker. Now the reason for this, and you may hear your squad leader ask this time to time, is because supplies take 5 minutes to regenerate. So by having a new player take that role, they're able to put the supplies down immediately and immediately get a garrison up. So essentially the reason we want to build a ring of garrisons around the point is so that we can respond to attack coming from a different direction, so whether it be coming from the east or the west, and also it essentially acts as a radar. So as I mentioned earlier, they'll start to ping red when enemies are near them, and it will indicate where an attack may be coming from, essentially allowing us to defend that point more effectively. So I've jumped into support now, and we're moving out with Jedi to the northeast flank so that I can drop my supplies on his move marker there and get another garrison up.
Okay, what we're going to try to do is get that garrison up, then I'm going to push up to this move mark, drop an OP, and we're going to try to attack and overwhelm them as quickly as we can.
What's happening, baby?
Rog.
Oh. Okay, Frank, I want you to push out to this attack mark here. Take Blake and just secure that garrison, please.
Yep.
So basically, what we're trying to do here is secure sector control, because if we have to rely on pushing them out of just the middle, we're gonna struggle. So if we can hold the areas around the map, around that strong point, we should be fine.
Just want my supplies here,
try to
Jedi.
get you. Yeah, 30. The Greyhound's here, bro. It's moving towards us. Just stay down, Crispy. I'll tell you when that tank stopped, Fitty. He's coming in here. Fitty, he stopped. This is accurate hull shot.
Great shot. Great shot. Beautiful.
Nice shot.
Got it.
You can see the benefit here of splitting up into different fire teams. So not only were Jedi and I able to get those supplies down and the garrison down, but we were also able to get a great angle and a great position on that enemy recon tank. And Jedi was essentially able to ping that up accurately for Fiddy, who got the perfect rocket shot off on him. So that then opened up that northeast flank, and we were then able to start pushing into the final point to start assisting the offensive squads cap the final point. But I will just show you that from Jedi's perspective as well, because that was a great piece of gameplay there. Jedi?
Yeah. 30. The Greyhound's here, bro. It's moving towards us. Just stay down, Crispy. I'll tell you when that tank stopped, Fitty. He's coming in here. Fitty, he stopped. This is accurate hull shot. Oh, bro.
Great shot. Beautiful. So hopefully this video has helped explain the basics when it comes to defending, squad movement and communication. And hopefully it's shown you how a good defense can turn into an effective offense. Remember, when you're in a squad, your squad leader also has command chat to contend with, so amongst the commander and all the other squad leads. So by using pings and minimal but accurate information, your squad lead is certainly going to appreciate it and thank you more than the use of erratic nonsense. Try to keep it simple. Call out the compass bearing if you can, or if not, just the general direction. And if you can get a ping on it, then even better. I know it certainly can be intimidating when communicating with a bunch of strangers you don't know, especially when you're new to the game, but trust me, this game is 1,000 times better when you have a full squad working together and communicating. I know many players often jump into squads that don't communicate and they get a bit disheartened, but if you do see myself, Jedi or Frank for that matter, in a public match, feel free to jump into our squads and we will happily help you. In my next video, I will take a look at the basics of a good offense squad. So if you have enjoyed this video or it has helped in any way, shape or form, then do stay tuned for the next one and remember to like and subscribe. For now though, I hope you've enjoyed it and thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.